We
Hello,
are
hello,
live.
hello.
Yes. Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing? It is Sunday.
It is Sunday.
Yes. How you feel right now, Plum?
I'm a little tired. I ain't going to front. I'm a little tired. I've been up since like 2. Um,
Ooh, yes, you definitely had a long day
yes.
today.
I had a very, very long day. So
Yes, girl.
I'm a little bit on the sleepy side, but I'm still going to bring it.
Huh?
Still, I'm still going to bring the flavor. I'm just a
Oh,
little
bring
on
the
the,
flavor.
I'm just on a little sleepy side.
Bring the flavor. Bring the flavor. Bring the flavor. No, we have two people that's on right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the live.
Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Don't be shy. Say that you're in here so we can shout
Yes,
you out.
please do. Please do. Let us know you here.
Yes.
We're happy that you are joining us.
Yes. How are you doing this Sunday?
Me, I'm okay. I'm not a, me. I'm not going to complain about much of anything.
I
I'm
know.
just roll with the punches.
Yeah. I will say it's
Roll.
hotter than fish grease outside. I will say that. Okay. Um, yeah, it's hot. Went to
Yeah.
Sesame Place. Oh, took the kids to Sesame Place over the weekend. Hot. Okay. Hot.
Wow. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have
The
fun
kids
though.
enjoyed themselves.
I mean, Ross wasn't here for it, but Evan definitely was. Ross was just over it. I mean, he's 11 months. What is he really gonna do? Can't do nothing. But Evan was here for it. The water, the rides. Evan had fun, but it was hot. It was hot.
Yeah. Yeah. Today it's been hours here,
Yeah, it's been
right?
steaming.
Been
Yeah,
showers. We got some good juicy topics today.
we
A lot been
do.
happening
Yes,
this
we
week. We
do.
had a busy week.
Yes, this week has been left and right stuff popping up. I'm just like, what in the
Mhm.
world is going on?
Yeah, a lot of stuff been going on. So we
Yes.
one of the things I do have a lot of stuff I'm going to share with individuals. Hoping that's going to help people moving forward in their daily lives.
Mm-hmm.
So much stuff is going on. Please say hello to us. Let us know that you're
Yes.
here.
Hey,
Hey,
Scoop.
cousin, Scoopy
Yes,
Doo.
Scoop is in the
Hey, Scoop.
building. What's
I
up?
love you too. We love
Yes.
you.
We love you,
Absolutely.
love you,
Love,
love you,
love,
love
love. At any time, if you want to make a comment, suggestion, remark, please chime in.
you.
We
Yes.
will read your comments. If at any time you want to join us on a live, let us know. We
Yes,
would
we will
love
bring
to
you
have
right
you.
on, okay?
Hey, Jasmine. Thanks for
Hey.
joining, Jasmine.
Yes. Hey, Jasmine.
Thanks so much for joining.
Yes.
Thanks so much for joining. One of the things I guess I want to start off with, there has been this huge um, discussion about this major hotels who are being sued right now.
Yes. Big
Have
wave.
you heard of it?
Yeah, I see, everybody be hearing stuff on Facebook and all of that, but I did end up seeing it on like news break. So, like it's like actually legit news.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not surprised, you know. I'm
Yes.
not surprised. They're it's making waves as far as in the news, but it's not like, oh, breaking news because they don't want that smoke. They want to try to lay low as
So
much
it
as
hasn't been
possible.
on major networks?
No, I haven't seen it like, on the television type of news. More
Really? Wow,
so
that's
just
surprising because this is
yeah, not
major change. Major
yes.
chains, hotels are being sued allegedly for sex trafficking, such as Wyndham Hotels and
Mhm.
Resorts, Red Roof Inn, Hilton, Days Inn, Super 8, Best Western, Lion, excuse me, Marriott, and Extended Stay in Motel 6, just to name a few.
Yes,
It's a lot.
allegedly. Allegedly. But I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. We got a couple more people came in. Hey, cousin PM. Hey, Bree. Yes. Thank you for joining us. We
Oh,
appreciate
yes.
you
Thank you so
guys.
much for joining us.
But that's just I mean, are you shocked? I mean, if it's
I
I
am.
mean, Are you really? I mean, where are they doing
Well,
the sex trafficking at? You know, like
I'm
it's
shocked. Okay, there's several different components to this, right?
okay.
You have managers, and then you have
Mhm.
staff members that work the desk, and then you have the president and the owners, the CEOs at the top. Now, we don't know whether the CEOs and the presidents of these corporations know anything about what the
Yeah, I don't think
managers
it
and the
goes
people
up.
at the front
I don't.
desk are doing.
Yeah, I hope not. I hope that it's kind of just one of those like people are just as they would say going rogue type of thing.
Yeah.
But as far as being shocked about it, I'm not like I can't I don't know exactly who I was following, but I remember seeing um it was on TikTok. It was this young lady. She said she was staying at a hotel. I want to say it was one of the alleged hotels. And she said she checked in and she always was taught to like put a chair underneath the door or something whenever she's staying somewhere. She was hearing somebody trying to get in her room, and it was like to the point where she called down to the office because they kept saying it was room service or something like that. She was like, I didn't order no room service, or whatever the case may be. It might not have been room service, towel, something. And she called down to the front desk and they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. And they kept saying they were going
What?
to send somebody. Nobody ever came. She ended up just like leaving, but they kept trying to get in her door. It wasn't just a one off. They were trying to like, how somebody stumbles
Forcefully.
somewhere. Yeah, they were forcefully trying to get in there. If she didn't have it barricaded, because she started putting stuff in front of it, like she was scared to obviously go out to find out what was going on. So she started pushing like her the couch that was in the room or whatever have you. She started pushing that towards the door because she was there by herself. She was terrified.
Oh my goodness.
She
Wow,
was
that's
terrified.
crazy.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
yeah, it's definitely I'm not shocked because I mean it's very that's not something that's being hidden as far as like sex trafficking. Like we hear about that all the time. But I mean, where are they doing this at? I mean, everybody's not doing that at their house.
Right.
So, and they, you grease enough palms at the hotel. They I seen another video where I forgot what it was. It was something to the magnitude of they were the staff was given like the information like, oh, it's a young girl here by herself, given the room key. Like they was in cahoots. Like it was a ring. Like it wasn't like something that was just, people were just randomly doing. It's like it was set up in those
Oh
particular
man.
hotels.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That's crazy. But I can say that I had some bad experiences. Not many bad experiences, but one bad experience in a hotel, which about. I was staying in a hotel, and I oftentimes when I stay in some hotels, I may say that I'm anonymous. I don't want people
Mm-hmm.
to know where I'm at, so
Mm-hmm.
that's just my personal preference.
Mm-hmm.
All this information was released to the front desk. They knew about this.
Mm-hmm.
Long behold, I was out, came back into the hotel, seeing someone wiggling in bed, and boy,
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was a crazy situation.
Yeah.
Luckily, nothing physically happened,
Mm-hmm.
but it could have definitely been a tragedy.
Yeah, it could
Um,
be. And I'm not going to speak on what hotel I was working at. But I was working at a hotel, and I remember something that was another thing that's prominent is rape in these big hotels, and they get covered up because the hotel is kind of big chain. You don't hear about it on the news. You don't hear. I don't know how they work that out. But it was a young lady. She was underage, and she ended up going to one of the bars at the hotel, and she met a guy, and the guy had a room and was like, "Oh, I can get you." It was a club that was attached to it, and they was like, "Oh, well, I can get us in for free. I just have to go get our tickets from the room." So the young girl followed him upstairs, but on the camera, the particular hotel, from my understanding, allegedly, they
mhm.
don't have um cameras in the hallway. It's just in the elevator. But you
Wow.
can see the man yanking the girl to get out the elevator because I guess she was like, maybe she changed her mind, whatever case maybe. It wasn't any audio from my understanding, allegedly. But what ended up happening, the girl got raped. And I mean, raped to the point he would beat her. He beat her
What?
with, yeah, he beat her with the phone. It was bad. It was really, really, really bad, to the point that they stopped the front desk from running keys, because people would call down and say, "Hey, I locked myself out of my room. Can you have somebody run me keys?" And typically, somebody from the front desk would cut the keys, go up to the room, check their ID, because they have to have their ID on them in order for us to give the key to them. But that puts the person that's going up there in a bad situation, if it's you know
Sure.
so yeah,
Absolutely.
that was
That's
really bad.
scary.
Yeah, so the cops came, and the only reason why the guy got caught is when he checked in. Thank goodness he had never been there before, so all his information was blank, and the person that checked him in filled in all the information. So they
Wow.
were able to have his name, his address, and typically some people that was checking people in would just gloss over that. If it's a long line, oh, I ain't putting all that information in. Let me just, get them checked in. But this person took the time to put all the information in like you're supposed to, and luckily the man got caught.
He
But
did get caught.
he did get caught, yes.
Oh,
But for
that is.
it was something that it was like, oh, this happens a lot. I'm just like, oh,
But
well,
you know what, the bad part I think that's really alarming is that these hotels, they will not publicize this information.
yes.
You definitely, I've never heard anything like this happening on TV or being televised on the
Oh
news.
no, no, no,
Maybe
no.
they're paying the news stations to not report this, but they should be
Somebody's getting
reporting.
paid. Okay, somebody's getting paid,
Definitely,
because even down
definitely.
to sexual assault, or um people committing suicide at particular hotels and jumping off of garages. You don't hear nothing about that, but it does happen, and it
I do
happens
hear
more
about that. I
often
do hear sometimes, especially in Atlantic City. I do hear. Matter of fact,
on
it
the
was something
news.
happened. Maybe not on the news because I haven't watched the news in a while. So
Yeah,
maybe not on news.
I'm talking about like break. You know how they break the news about
Right.
anything else. There's
Yeah.
no there. Me personally, and I used to live in Atlantic City as well and work down there, and
Sure.
I've never seen on the particular news station that this happened. And you hear about it because you live down there. So it's just like, oh, well, why ain't that being covered? Because whatever the powers of be covered
Yeah.
it up, or got some stake in the game
Money
or something.
talks.
Yeah,
It's the
exactly.
money.
Yeah,
Money is the root of all evil, but money also answers all things. So it's like a double sword.
yeah,
Unfortunately, and so many people who go down there by themselves tends to, may have some bad experiences. Not everybody, but I
yeah.
think that
Not everybody. Yeah,
not everybody, no, thank God they don't. But I
yeah,
do say this, I would say this, when you're traveling to these hotels, even at home, try to put some extra precaution in
mhm,
place. Make it
yeah,
harder for them to be able to get in. But
yeah.
what I did hear, and I don't know whether you heard this, is that some of these hotels that are being sued, the actual closets had some sort of tunnel to take the
Oh,
victims throughout the hotel, like a
oh
tunnel in
wow.
the closet. And I'm like, that is
I
horrible.
never heard of
Horrible.
that. That's crazy.
Yes,
I'm
that
not
is what is
shocked,
being
but
reported.
that's crazy. We do have some comments. So Brianna said one of my professors works with the Federal Human Trafficking Corps, um, in Deptford, and is Deptford, New Jersey is a big area. This massage parlor are big places. Oh, massage parlors are big places too. Law enforcement has a big part in it as well. Not all, but some, and we have to be mindful of even those who are supposed to serve and protect us.
Yes,
Wow.
that's sad.
Yes, it is sad.
That's sad.
Because you
That's
think you
sad.
calling you calling help, and you need to be calling, the feds or somebody. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to call the
Right.
local police. You need to be calling somebody else, which is
Right.
sad.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's horrifying.
it
Hey,
is.
Sade, how are you? Thanks for joining. PM, my niece, thanks for joining. Thank you so
Just
much for joining. Let us know you here so we can acknowledge you. Thanks for joining, sis. Dorothy Hughes
yes. Hey,
is
Aunt
with
Dot.
us. Thanks for joining. We do want to say we have a disclaimer that any information that we provide and we share, most of it is our comments and suggestions and opinions.
Mm-hmm.
If we say alleged, that means we are unsure, but it is being rumored. But we know that this is, far as the lawsuit is concerned, this is being reported all across social media.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to put that out there.
Yes.
Jasmine says she's not shocked.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, exactly. I'm not shocked at all. I'm not
Yeah,
shocked. Brianna said people should travel with portable cameras to hook up while staying like ring cameras, etc. etc.
that's a great
That's a
idea.
good idea. That's a very, very good idea.
That's a
Very
great
good.
idea.
Yes. Let's see. Jasmine also said, especially with women, children of color, our safety is disregarded, and of course, you never hear about us on the news. We usually hear stories of non-black women victims who get trafficked or attacked in hotels. Yes, absolutely. And not to veer off, but anybody that follows me on TikTok, I've kind of dedicated my page
Yeah,
to African American children that are missing because um my thing was is I was at home one day and I was watching a clip of a movie, and it was a young lady that went missing the same time that Gabby Petito went missing. And I mean, I don't even have to really explain who Gabby Petito is because she was everywhere. I mean, everywhere that she was missing. Her and her boyfriend went on a trip. He came back. She was nowhere to be found. I mean, it was everywhere. CNN, ESPN. I mean, not ESPN, but maybe they might have had it on there. But whatever. A
wow,
black girl went missing same time, around the same time, got no news. No news, no headway, no nothing on nowhere. They kept pushing the narrative of the Caucasian woman. So for me, I was just like, just sitting there thinking, and all these different things come into your mind: human trafficking, kids getting kidnapped, all these different things. So I went on missing kids.org, and I typed in black children only. I only wanted to see the black numbers. When I
right,
say that they blew my socks off, I said, oh no. And a lot of them didn't even have pictures. I said, how are we supposed to find these babies? And you didn't even take the time to get a picture of the baby. And I
wow,
mean, like certain states is more aggressive with the missing children than others. Like Virginia is one that, I mean, if you go on there right now, it's like 2-3 pages of straight Virginia until you get to a different state.
yeah, yeah. Virginia,
So
I don't know what's going on in that
I,
state.
I'm not sure. And then when you look, you dig a little bit more. You're looking at the description of these children. They're 17. They're between the ages, I would say, of 15 to 17 years old. And I mean, these are the statue of these children. They're a young man. He was like 6'1", weighed over 200 pounds. How? What is going on? He's getting lured. Something is going on, and
Wow,
of course crime and different things occur, but it's just too much. It made me want to dedicate my page to that. So I do go on and actively post missing children. There were a couple, and I go back and double check to see if they're still on the site. And I did speak to someone. They said that if they're no longer on the site, they were recovered. They can't tell me how they were recovered. I would have to contact the county um for that particular child. But I go back and I double check, and I say, okay, you guys, I posted this person, this child, they were found, just to give headway that, hey, I don't know if I'm being effectively making a difference, but just pushing that out there for children, to because the black
right.
kids that are the amount of kids that are missing that are black is insane.
That's
Insane.
crazy. I tell you, it's sad. Very seldom we see any Amber Alert on children of color. Very seldom we see us on the screen for missing children. So we have to be our own advocate
Yes.
in our own voices and spread the news across social media. We can't just be looking at these photos and then just ignore them, because
Yeah.
we never know. It could knock at our door. And if
Yes.
it knocks at our door, God forbid, I never want that to happen. But we
Yes,
definitely want
exactly.
people to be responding. And the
Yes.
more people respond, the faster they are able to recover these kids.
Yes,
We're
absolutely.
just going to
Absolutely.
continue to keep them in prayer.
Absolutely.
You have some more
Um,
comments.
okay, what's the next one? Let me see. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, so Jasmine said, I keep hearing about hotels having secret trafficking compartments and
Yeah,
closets. Now this is the first time I've heard of that, and
yeah, it's true.
that's just
So now,
horrible.
yeah, when I get ready to go to a hotel the next time, I'm definitely going to be, ooh,
Yeah,
yeah, this is
and
not
then
good.
another thing for people that go and they travel alone, make sure your room is not adjoining to anybody, because I know that's another way they be getting people.
Yeah,
Is rooms that are adjoining. If you're not adjoining to somebody that you know, do not get a room that's adjoining. If you see you go in there and it has a door, you need to switch me to a different
yeah.
room.
I don't
And
like
that's
adjoining rooms. I don't get
yeah,
adjoining rooms unless I'm sharing, just like you said.
yeah,
It's
absolutely.
scary. It is
Yes,
scary.
it is. It is. It is.
It's
Um,
absolutely scary.
Snoop
Love you
said, "I
too,
love you,
cousin.
big cousin." Yes. Brianna said there are victims that they can't even save because law enforcement uh want to catch the bigger fish.
Yeah,
Yes.
and plus they overwhelmed. They probably overwhelmed with the limited funding. I mean, all police officers are not bad. I mean, my
No,
dad
not
was a
all
police
of them,
officer.
but the ones that are getting their palms greased, it's
Yeah,
just like, and then they'll get off and still be able to have their pension, and it's just like, well, what
but
exactly?
Sade's right. She's they want to
Yeah,
catch the bigger fries.
yeah. So there'll
Meanwhile,
be
the
a lot
little
of
ones are doing most of the damage.
exactly casualty of war, just like with when you're dealing with a cartel, and it's other people that's selling drugs that's underneath them, but they don't care about them. I want to get the bigger person,
Exactly.
So yeah,
Exactly. Thanks for
yeah,
joining us, Linda. Thank you for joining us.
yes.
I want to just say for you all, if you could share our post, if you can share, we will be watching this who's sharing, but please share our post. We appreciate the support.
Yes,
Jasmine
greatly
has a
appreciated.
last comment.
Yes, she said, I love that you are shining the light on missing brown children and not just locally. Yes, like because I go through them and
Hmm.
whatever's there, I post. It's not just from Virginia, but it's just crazy that
Yeah,
it's typically the mass majority of the children I've posted is from Virginia.
it's from
And
Virginia.
from maybe I have maybe one Texas, maybe an Ohio, but the mass majority of them is from Virginia or West Virginia.
Wow.
Yep,
Wow.
yep.
That's
And
crazy.
if you get a chance later on the night, go on the website and go to missingkids.org and just select Black children, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's
You will see.
overwhelming.
Yes, it is.
It's overwhelming. It's sad. It's sad. It's very
Yeah.
sad. Okay, so we're going to change the subject. We're going to change the subject. We're going to talk about babies being born with credit, with bad credit and high debt. This is so heartbreaking
Little Ray Ray
for
got the light bill
babies.
on in his name.
Hmm.
Said little Ray Ray got the light bill in his name, and
Baby
he
got the
knew.
light bill. He's got the electric bill. He got water bill. He even got rent payments in his name.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's insane.
This is so bad.
But
When your
do
child,
you think it's a setup? Not a setup, but I think that there should be some type of um application process that can deter. I know they can't ask you. They asking you your date of birth, so I guess these people are lying and just
of
using the social
course.
security number and stuff. But it's just like I don't. Okay, I'll bring you to Married with Children. Me and my husband watch that all the time. The
Hmm.
Bundys, if anybody knows about that name, and they got a credit card in the mail for the dog,
For the
and it said Buck Bundy, which is the dog's name. They went and spent up a check. Okay, they went to the hotel and got room service. They brought all this stuff, and
oh
the credit card company was, of course, this is all for TV, but the
sure.
credit card company was so embarrassed that they sent a credit card to a dog. They just said, send us back what you have and we'll just wipe it clean. Like, we're not even, because this was
But someone
embarrassing.
had to apply for the credit card,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah, but I mean, yeah.
Don't give folks no ideals.
I mean, I'm sorry, do not put little whatever your dog's name, poo poo,
Apollo.
yeah, Apollo, or Tiny. Don't put none of them people's name on the application and slap a social.
No, that would be
Yeah, that's
horrifying.
crazy.
But I want to say this, for people who have done this, most of them do it because of survival, period.
Yes.
Most of them do it because they don't feel as though there's no way out. They
Yes.
don't feel as though there's no other solution. They don't have
Yeah.
anybody else to help them. And
Yeah.
here you have a social security number, and that's easier for you to be able to attack.
Yeah.
And that's basically how it goes. But unfortunately, the child, when they get to be 18 and they
Hmm.
try to apply for credit and they go and try to buy a car or get a credit card, they can't get it because
Yeah.
their credit profile has been damaged.
And let's give, benefit of the doubt. Some people do it out of survival and don't have the intentions of messing a baby credit up.
Sure,
it
absolutely.
just it just falls on hard times. So, to each his own. But I do believe in giving your child the best footing as far as when they're of age, as far as certain credit cards is like 12, 14, um to put a, as an authorized user, so their credit, when they turn 18, they can have an 800 credit score. And
Yeah,
that's cool with me. But putting stuff in your child's name with the intentions of running a checkup, or just, I'm gonna just let it run out until they cut it back off, type of thing. That's not
right. Yeah.
that's
And I mean,
that's
with
not
me,
cool at
when you were
all.
younger, once you got to be a certain age, I then put some of my credit on yours. So by the time you got 18, I wanted you to have a 700, 800 FICO score.
Mm-hmm.
That's only because I knew that you were getting ready to get to that age.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but some parents, they do it when the child is born, or 2 or 3, 4 months,
Yeah.
and
Yes.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah.
have a plan for your child to make sure, because I know when you were younger, when I handed you your social security, card, I wanted to make sure you knew the value of
Yeah.
what that
Which
meant.
I did. Which I didn't at first.
Yeah, I mean, most of us don't.
Yeah.
When I first
Most
got
kids
my
did.
credit card, back then, when we were in college, back then, the credit card companies used to be at at the campuses, and boy, you fill out a credit card, it'd be
Oh, at
to
the
your
campus is
dorm.
not looking for nobody, right? Just trying
Oh,
to.
you go there and sign up. One
Oh,
week
okay.
is
I thought I thought you meant they was looking for people that owed them money. I'm about to say, oh, that's.
no, they looking for people to give them credit.
Oh, okay, got you.
So one week it'd be MasterCard, next week it'd be Visa, just all different types, and just, but they
Hmm.
didn't sit down with you and told and explain to you the value, what you were doing.
Yes,
So
yes.
most college students, I mean, what we would do, we'd go and purchase
Girl,
things, and when the statement come, throw it
get
in.
the car, girl. We going straight to the
We
liquor
going
store. And
shopping. It's time to
we going
party.
shopping. We going to park. The,
Yes, and
Put it
then
on
when you
my
get
tab. Give them,
right, right,
giving the bar the card. Put it on my tab. It's
it's
cool.
horrible. And
Hmm.
that leads to, they need to be able to put it in schools where this should be academic, where they're talking and teaching
Yeah,
finance in schools,
and
because
I
kids
early.
need
It
to.
needs to be in elementary school. Okay.
It does. It really
Because
does.
honestly, no, not to attack elementary schools, but half the stuff you learn when you in elementary school, you're not doing no what is that? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. You're not doing that. You know what I'm saying? You're not finding out the ratio of some, like, you're not. I mean, not to say that that's not valuable information for somebody out there,
Right.
but I think that they definitely could slip that in, as far as financial literacy, and not
Yeah.
just people don't even know how to balance their checkbook, which I don't even checks is kind of dated, but not even just balancing your checkbook, balancing your finances.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
So
It's sad.
people
It's
have
sad.
no clue. They don't know what the current balance is from a pending like they.
No,
It's sad. It's really sad. So the
it
literacy
is.
board needs to be there for children before
It
you go
does.
hand them a credit card.
But
But
we can't wait on the schools to do it. As
no, you
parents,
got
we
to do
need
it
to
at
sit
home.
down with our children and start making this a curriculum at home and
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
teach them, because the schools may not do it. By the time your child get to be 18, it will be too late for them to learn by the time
Yeah.
they're 18. You want to let them
Absolutely.
learn at an early age so they know the value of a dollar.
Yes,
And I know we
absolutely.
talked about this before, the value of a
Mhm.
dollar for you when you were growing up.
Wasn't one.
Huh?
I said it wasn't no value. I Okay, so here's the thing. So let me backtrack, right? So me growing up, my mom has always been an entrepreneur, right? All her life that I've known her. So I know the value of, if you want to get something, you have to work for it. Keep a job. Knock on wood, I ain't never been without a job since I was 13 years old. So I know the value of working. But I will also say this to my mother. I was a child that went to school with money in her pocket. I ain't talking about fives and tens. Like I used to, go to. I'm in elementary school with $50 in my pocket for what?
Yeah.
I'm in high school, and we did have to pay for our lunch or whatever. So especially like if anybody in here from Willenboro, Monday, Wednesday, Friday was Domino's Day at Willenboro High School. So
Really?
yes, and they used to give you two slices of pizza and I think a drink for $5, a
Oh,
snack.
wow.
Yeah, highway robbery. But anyway, I was sometimes people didn't have lunch that I knew. I'm like, girl, I got it. It's just
Yeah, because your
yeah,
allowance
it
was high.
wasn't.
Your allowance, you had a large allowance.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't even. And to be honest, from my recollection, it wasn't even an allowance. It wasn't even something. It wasn't like every Friday I got this amount. I was just getting money, and that's just me being totally honest. Every morning I used to knock on my mom's door. Hey, mom, about to go to school, and she would give me money, and that's
Yeah,
just. But as I got older, now being an adult, I'm just like, how did she do that? You know,
yeah,
to be able
yeah.
to
Working hard,
provide to
busting my butt.
yes, yes. So I understand the value of a dollar now, but I never looked at money as a value. It was just like, okay, I want something, I got to work hard for it, and I'll get it. And that's how I looked at money per se. It wasn't really like, oh, I got to save all my money. And, I didn't think like that. It was like as many jobs as I can get, because there's been times that I worked three jobs at one time.
Right.
Not because I was, I had to, it's I just liked the money. So
You
I
like the
wanted
money,
to
and you knew
work.
what money did for you. Money did a lot of
Yes,
things,
yes,
and
absolutely.
sometimes
Yes.
you have to work for what you have. Unless you listen, the lottery. You see, the lottery is almost $1 billion
Listen, I
again. So
listen, I
we
played tonight, okay?
Yeah,
I,
we got to.
I
For those of you who are not playing, this is the time to play because it's almost
yes.
$1 billion. Then you have to ask yourself, what would you do if you hit for the billion, close to $1 billion? That's huge. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
Linda, for joining. Thank you, Barbara.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Barbara, for joining. We have a
Yeah.
comment from Barbara Shakira. Thank you, Barbara,
She
for
said,
joining.
yeah, she said, I just saw this. I just saw on the news that there is people scamming, saying that the child is missing but is fake. Check the people's profile before we share and click links. This is so sad. We can't trust people.
Wait a minute.
I
Hold
didn't
up.
hear about. Now
So
wait, okay, so
people,
wait. I did hear this on the news that people were um thank you for your comment, Miss Barbara. But I was talking about the missingkids.org website, which goes through the police department and everything like that. It's not just I don't repost people posting pictures of somebody missing.
yeah, you go directly to, yeah.
I go straightly to the source of the that's connected to the police. So it's raining over here, y'all. It's thunderstorming. So
It's here too.
yeah. So but I did hear, and this was on the news, that they would like, because this is the AI stuff, artificial intelligence. So they will call and sound like your granddaughter or whoever and say, "Hey, I'm locked up, or I'm lost, or oh, I got your child and they're missing," and all. And these people will send people to come pick up money from you.
I think I've seen something like that.
It was on the TV. It was a black and it was a black girl that was a carrier for this person, and she went to like three different people, so she must work with them,
And she might
exclusively.
not even know what they were doing.
She might not. She might just think it's like a DoorDash or something like that. I don't know,
Oh,
but
so
it's really sad.
heartbreaking.
But one girl, they took 20,000, 15,000. Like it's big money. It ain't
What?
just yeah. Like they're saying, oh, if you don't give me this, then this one particular person said, oh, hey grandma, I'm in jail and I gotta. Can you send this money to my lawyer? My lawyer's going to call you. They had a fake person calling like they were from a paralegal place
Oh
and
my
said, "Oh, you
God.
need to pay this to obtain a lawyer." It was like $7,000, $8,000, and I'm gonna have my courier pick it up. And the lady showed up, picked up the money, and then. But
Sad.
my only thing, right? And I feel so bad for the older community because I feel like they are getting attacked the worst with this. But I'm hanging up and calling that person that they're saying is missing or whatever.
Wow.
You know, because to me, if somebody calls me and say so and so is missing, and we so happen to get off the phone because you're not staying on the phone with them forever, I'm going to hang up and call that particular person.
Mm-hmm.
And if they pick up
Mm-hmm.
the phone and you know that, I'm just going to do more research before I give up my money. That's just,
Yeah, you definitely have to do some more
yeah,
research.
yes.
Wow.
Um,
Jasmine.
Jasmine says they went to catch bigger fish and they are too busy breaking laws themselves. Did you know that there are states where officers are legally allowed to have sex with detainees?
Huh?
Ooh, allegedly, we're gonna say allegedly because
Wait, you
we
mean
got
a prisoner? Oh, I
Jasmine, you
didn't.
gonna have to send me that link or
She
whatever
sent the
information you
link.
got. Oh, she sent the link. Okay,
U.S. Today News
all right, Jasmine,
fact
coming
check.
through with the fact check. Okay.
Detained sex not illegal many states. Oh, I need
Ooh.
to know which state that is because I
Yeah,
sure don't want to run
I
across
don't
that
want to go there.
state.
Exactly. I
Oh,
don't want to
because
go
that
there.
would be considered as rape, especially
Yes.
if they said no. Now, if a
Yeah.
person is a willing participant, that's something totally different.
But
But
what if the cops are saying, I'm gonna get you out if you give me some pootie tang and they don't get out? That's messed up. That's
oh,
real messed
listen,
up.
first of all, we all know that you want to get your lawyer, period.
Yeah,
Where's
but
my
some people
lawyer?
don't know
Where's my
that.
phone call?
Yeah, some people don't. You know how many people get, I mean, it's so sad because we have so much information, right? That people should know these things, but there are still people getting tricked into, being into an, they'll be in the interrogation room for 15 hours with no water, and they people are
Wow.
still, this is still getting done, this is still happening to people. So
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, that was hot,
That's
Jasmine.
hot. I got to go
Fresh
back
off,
and check
fresh off
that
the
out. For
press.
those of you
Yes,
who want us to post it on our page, we will post it on our page for you. Thank you
yes,
so much, Jasmine.
yes.
Now,
Let's
Scoop
see.
said, wow, that
Scoop,
is sad to do a child, to do to a
yes,
child. So sad.
yes,
It's
yes,
terrible.
yes.
It's disgusting.
Da said they party hard. She talking about the Bundys. Yes, they did. They sure did. He had Al brought a top hat and everything. Peggy was all in the pool. It was crazy. It
That's
was,
a funny
but
show anyway.
it is. And at the end, to work off his debt to because of course the credit card company wasn't paying for the hotel stuff, so he had to be the butler for the hotel to pay off his debt. It was funny.
Oh my God, that is
You got to
senseless.
watch
That's
that
crazy.
episode. Yes.
That's crazy.
Jasmine said our community doesn't set up the future generations with financial stability, but then turn around and say at 18 you're on your own. It's a shame.
It
Yeah,
is a shame.
it is.
Now
I,
you're
I
stuck
don't
with
I don't
this.
believe in that whole you 18 you grown. I don't believe in
Right.
that at all.
No, it's all, you know what? I believe that you're 18, you're grown in the state I, right? In some states it's even younger than that.
Mm-hmm.
However, I think it's according to your mentality. How
Mm-hmm.
mature are you? Because some
You're
people could be 18 in age, but really 15 mentally. So you
yeah.
really have to make sure before you push your child out there, making sure they're really ready and prepared. Did you really prepare them to be
Mm-hmm.
ready for the world?
Yes.
Yeah, totally true.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Zareda, thanks for joining.
Yes, hey.
Thanks for
Jasmine also
joining.
said, did you see the video of the woman that was scouting for children in parks? She tried to snatch a little girl from the bathroom with her mom standing outside and
I see.
proceeded to antagonize the little girl to leave with her. Oh no, I ain't see that. You
Ooh,
gotta send me that one
you
too.
know, I
Jasmine got
just
all the tea today.
let me tell
Okay.
you, I pray all the time, Father
Yeah.
God, and I'm praying right now, Father God, please keep me where I never run across anything like that. Because
Yes.
I just feel in my heart that I would lose it.
Yes.
There's just no way in the world that I would knowingly see this
Mm-hmm.
and not do something.
And not step in. Yeah.
I just,
And like I don't know if you seen, I think I had sent you the video, but it was saying how, and this is, I mean, this is to all the parents out there that watch us that go to amusement parks or anything like that, and your child may say they're like 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever the age, and you're like, oh, you can go to the bathroom, and you're standing outside of the bathroom. There are, especially those places that have like the just the one stall bathroom, like it's just one bathroom you go in.
right.
People, there is women and men that are waiting in there for your children. because you're
Okay,
thinking,
cool.
oh, they're just going to the bathroom. I can see them from here, but you don't know who's in there waiting. And it was a young lady. She had posted about it because she was at the pool. It was like a pool or some type of water park or something like that, and it was like the one stall thing. And she had seen the man go in there, but never seen the man come out. And she seen that a kid was about to go in there, and she hurried up and like talked to them, like told the kid, like, no, wait, 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 and like told the mom, and then they told the theme park manager or whatever, security. And I don't know what happened from there. But yes, please do not send your, I don't care how big your baby is, do not be sending your 7, 8, 9, 10 year old, because you don't know who's in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that people, I never thought of that. Like, somebody could be in there waiting for the kid.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that definitely was. Yeah.
yeah. That's true. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Wow.
Hmm.
Jasmine has a comment. Oh, you read that comment
I
already
read
from
that one.
Jasmine.
Yep, I read that one.
Okay. We have one from Barbara.
Okay, our ancestors are telling us to turn off the lights, TV, and phones when it storms. My grandma traumatized me when I heard a thunder and lightning. Yes,
I
and
ain't
my
hear no
daughter's like,
thundering
"Don't be
yet,
near
but if
no
the
windows and be quiet." What does me being quiet got to do with anything? But I think that was kind of just to keep people hushed up.
yeah, she's so right about the ancestors because that's how my mother was. Lights off, everything off, TV
Yes,
off, we
everything.
quiet. Yes,
Yes,
and it's probably coming, Linda, from the storm because the storm is
yes,
real bad here.
yeah, it
I didn't
is.
hear no thunder and no lightning yet,
I
though.
heard it, but it passed. I think it passed, and now I just hear the rain because I don't hear
Right.
the
Okay.
thunder anymore.
Oh,
And
still in
Linda
the.
said it's still in the babies from hospitals. Oh, and my mom,
That's
my
true.
mom had a story. Remember when I was
You know,
born?
when my daughter was born in 1987, my daughter was born December in Princeton. Oh, all right, it's out already now. Princeton Hospital. Okay. And during that time, there was a scare saying that someone was at the hospital and was snatching babies. And I was like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Now, of course, I'm already at the hospital. So when I heard this, they normally would take the baby. Now, things has changed since 1987, obviously. Now they keep the mother and the child in the same room. But
At all
before
times.
that,
Mm-hmm.
before the changes took place, they used to take the child out of the room and weigh them and do fingerprinting and cleaning the baby up and then bring them back to the mother. During this, when this happened, I wouldn't let my daughter out the room. I was like, no, she's not going out. They had to bring all of that equipment in the room with me because I was so paranoid
Mm-hmm.
that this could happen to anybody. Your baby could be swiped or your baby could be
Yeah,
kidnapped. I
yeah.
remember in my restaurant, a woman came in. She was a customer, and she see my daughter behind the counter. I didn't know whether she was joking or not, but she sure looked serious to me. She said, "I'm gonna kidnap her." What did she say that for? I lost it. Because some things, you just can't play with people with their kids. You
Yeah,
can't say
yeah,
those type of things to parents
yeah.
because some parents they're not going to take that as if you're joking. They're going to
No,
take
not
that
at
real
all.
seriously. So we have to be conscious of what we say to people because people are suing and they beating you down. So
Yeah,
we got to be watchful.
very watchful.
Got to be watchful. So that was great. Those comments was great. So I definitely want to share with you some information right now. I want to talk about Grow Credit. You can go to www.growcredit.com if you want
Mm-hmm.
to build your credit and so much more. It's
Mm-hmm.
www.growcredit.com and you can build your credit and so much more. They have some phenomenal programs. You're really, really going to enjoy it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
stay tuned because I have so much more to share with you. So we're going
Yes.
to shift gears and we're going to talk about one of the topics that's been in the news, and most of you have been hearing about it.
Oh, snap. This the juicy one, y'all.
We're going to talk about Keke Palmer, whether she was
Yes.
bothered by her boyfriend, Darius Jackson, social media outbursts about her outfit during a serenade performance by celebrity Usher. Will this end their relationship?
Um, here's the thing, right? I feel like this generation really takes social media to the next level when it comes to their relationship. So I get what she's saying and I get what he's saying, right? I but then they're not married. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this, right? Because they say, well, she ain't married to him, but they're still in a committed relationship, right? Yes, marriage is the end all be all as far as what your goal is for most people, but everybody don't want to be married, okay?
Yeah.
So and they just are okay with being in a relationship with somebody for umpteen years, and they're fine with that. They don't want to be legally bind to someone, which is understandable. It's whatever, to each his own. Now I will say that I feel as though that what your attire is when you're a single woman, maybe you might want to change it up a little bit. But then a lot of people like, oh, she's in the media and everybody got their buns out. If everybody jump off the cliff, are you jumping off too? I don't think that's a good enough excuse for me. I'm sorry. Like, now, did she look cute? Yeah, but did she need to have her cheeks out to look cute? No.
Well, wait a
Um,
minute. Hold up. Excuse me. Okay. First of all, how did he meet her? Okay. How did he meet her? Because see, a lot of times
that's the
men, they come
second
into
part I
your
was gonna
life.
say.
They come into your life. And
Mm-hmm.
I know this for a fact because, me, I like to dress sexy. I like to put on some things that may be a little risque. But if I was dressing like that prior to you meeting me, then I understand you need to bring it down a few notches because you're in a relationship. But when you are a celebrity of her magnitude, there's but so much that she's going to do. I mean, you got to
I,
expect this. You got to
well,
expect it.
I feel as though, now, to my point, for him, he's saying all this rah rah about, oh, you're a mom, but you sir posted videos of her twerking. So
Exactly.
you're not doing any. I'm just saying, as far as
You're
with
the
the subject.
cheerleader.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't pick her up from the strip club and then be like, you can't strip no more. That's not how that works.
Yeah.
Um, and I mean, not to call her a stripper or anything, but
Of
I
course
just
she's
feel as
not.
I feel as though that because I follow Kiki Palmer pre-baby,
I
and
love Kiki
and
Palmer.
I like her, and I feel as though that she got this new body from her baby. She just had her baby, and anybody that had a baby, it's very trying on your emotions,
Who are
how
you
you feel about
telling?
yourself, how your self image is. So she
Yes.
she snatched back, okay? Snatched all the way back. So
You
she like, I,
snatched
I
back.
feel so good, and I'm going out and I'm going to celebrate, and that's what she did.
Yeah.
Now, her clap back to him was hilarious. I had posted it on Mama Said It. It wasn't. She didn't say anything. She basically reposted. Somebody had made a song clip, but she had said, if you gonna act up, I'ma link up, meaning I'm gonna get with somebody else.
Oh, that
And
was her
she was doing it.
song.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
is
her
that how you
kind of
did
her
that?
response. She
Oh, you
said that, yes, that was posted after what he said.
yeah, but do you take it that she's threatening him to say that she's gonna link up with somebody else and
I
I'm gonna leave
mean,
you?
she got some. You guys got to go follow her now, because she got other stuff on there. I can't verbatimly remember everything she said, but she said something like, I'm a mom, and yes, I'm a mother, and the most important person is my child, and like, was really like, she's not having what he's trying to put down. Um, so
What do
yeah,
you
and you
think it
didn't see her
is?
when she left the house. Like, I'm confused. I
Well,
just,
obviously he wasn't with her, right?
yeah,
She
no, he
was out with
wasn't
the
with her.
girls having a good time.
Yeah. But if I
And
leave the house and my cheeks is out,
okay,
my husband is going. First of all, my cheeks wouldn't be out. Let's
but you're
start.
married. You're married.
I'm
She's
married,
not.
but here's the thing. What I won't say what's the difference, because there's a big difference. But if you're in relationships, you respect that person.
Yeah.
So if me and my husband wasn't married, I'm still, if I'm in a relationship, I'm not going nowhere with my cheeks hanging out.
But see,
I'm
you're different. So you're the
not. I
girl
wouldn't
that
even go
won't wear
nowhere.
your cheeks out, and she's the girl that will. So
Yes,
it's
and good.
just a different person.
That is a different person. Absolutely, cheeks
I
out,
think they should have
sun
talked
out,
about
cheeks
it
out.
before they got together. Think they should have talked about it before
Yes,
and
yes.
discussed that.
And I
So
think, but I also believe, because I don't know, you got to go and look at before and after pictures of her. Her son gave her a booty and all of that. So,
boo.
when you're showing your little cakes, don't nobody care about that. Not to be funny. You showing them little
She
buns.
upgraded.
she got, she got curves and stuff. So he like, wait a minute
She's
now.
happy, honey.
Yes, and
She's
then
proud.
Usher ain't making no better.
Oh,
Um,
Usher, honey, he is
Usher, I don't know if
definitely.
you see, they got it's a still clip of her like up and like I guess she
Girl,
was
she was
moving
feeling
and
herself,
Usher
honey.
was looking.
I was feeling
Usher,
her too, child. I was like,
Usher,
"You go, girl." I was feeling Usher too. I was like, "Oh, you go." I mean,
yes,
because you know what? You know what it was? She was in the moment.
she
That's
was.
what you call
She
being in
was.
the moment.
She
Moment. You can
was.
be caught up in the moment, and you
Yes.
just start feeling good. So,
Yes. And
should
that
she
I don't
feel
know if
bad
that's her
about?
first time out, at post baby, like being out. But I remember like my as far as after Evan and Bree, we had like our Bree, Jasmine, we had our little girls' night. I had the time of my life. It was the first time I was out, and I just felt so. I mean, we ain't going nowhere, but I mean, it was the time of my life. Like it felt so good to get out of the house and just be
Sure.
baby free, and just I mean, feel like you're getting back to yourself a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So she probably was out and feeling herself, and it was just like but he's just, yeah, he
I
was
understand.
really,
Let me say
and
this.
leave
I
it off the
understand.
internet.
I understand the glass being half full. I understand the glass being half empty. I understand his approach. I really
No, I
do.
don't. I don't understand
I
the
do.
approach.
I
Leave
understand.
it off
You
the
know what?
internet.
Let me just say this. He probably was sitting home, start getting all these text messages from his phone, and realized what happened. And he responded spontaneously in the moment. He got caught up because he immediately erased all of what he put out there.
They
So
don't
he
follow
had
each
some
other no
sort of,
more.
huh?
They don't follow each other anymore.
Yeah, but just because you don't follow a person anymore, you got to understand celebrities thirst off of, public.
Publicity.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
they
he
thirst off
got
it.
the
This is
wrong
something
smoke.
great for for her career. Are you
Yeah,
kidding?
not for him. The stay at home dad. He was at
But
home babysitting. It was like, I'm here with this daggone baby
but
shout
you
there with
can't
these
knock.
street.
No, he's a trainer. He has a life. He has a
I know,
career.
but people picking with him saying he was a stay at home dad that night, and
But we
he
don't
was
know.
not.
Her mother might have had her son. He
Yeah,
might not have.
I'm
Don't know
being
who
funny,
had the
mom.
son.
It's all fun. It's alleged.
Speculation.
I don't know these people. I don't know what they doing with their life. But all I'm saying
But
is
I
that
was feeling her, child. And child, yeah. Oh,
my
child.
biggest thing is keep your business off of the internet. I don't care how famous you are. People do not need to be knowing what's going on in your relationship, and that's just it.
Depend on
That's all.
what you
Especially,
share.
huh?
Depends on what you share.
If you're sharing fights, leave that at home. Okay, your disagreements don't need to be on the internet.
I guess that's an opinionated comment.
What do you think comes good from telling your business on the internet?
Sometimes things can be shared on the internet could help somebody. So it all depends on what it is.
But
It
then
can
you
help,
damage yourself
not
to help
necessarily.
somebody
It can help
else.
you too. It could be a sense of therapy. So it all depends on what
I ain't
it
never
is.
see it work in a good favor, and that's just my
I,
opinion. I ain't never. I always it always go left because you gonna post that? Well, I'm gonna post this, and
but
it
you know
just
what? I'm gonna say. Let me say this. If you're going on the internet, and I'm a firm believer of this, communication between couples is so important. So if you have I give you an example. Me and your dad. Back when we first started, we used to sit down and talk about how we're going to go in different places. And if the woman is catering to you, you work her. If a guy is catering to me, I work him. We worked as a team, so it all depends on your collaboration with your partner. If you're talking to your partner and y'all are having an open dialogue about certain topics, especially if you're getting ready to go on TV, social media, being in public's eye, you need to talk about topics because if you don't, it can definitely hurt your relationship. That's just my opinion. But for Kiki and for her fiance, or because I know they were planning to get married, he talked about that a few times on her uh, TikTok page, just across social media. Period. I just hope that they're able to iron this out. We don't know. We just
yeah,
know
we
that
don't
I know
know.
that they can get over this. They can get past this. They can get beyond this and live happy
Well,
and
let
raise
him go
that
somewhere and
beautiful
get
boy.
serenaded, and they be even.
Huh?
Let him go somewhere and get serenaded, and they be even.
So that's another thought that that backfired, somebody being resentful and
Mm,
want to do a payback. That's not
yeah,
good. That's not
that
healthy
ain't
to
good at
do.
all. No, but
No,
he
I don't
seems like
believe in that.
he's over there sour. He seems very sour.
Well,
Um, no,
he
I
seems
like
sour. He
very
probably seems
sour.
more hurt. Okay, imagine this.
He's
Okay,
my he's sour. A
just
man
imagine
is
this.
listen.
Imagine him being serenaded by let's somebody that's single. I don't want to attack somebody that's married, but a single woman. I mean, she gonna catch feelings. We're natural humans to catch
But is
feelings.
she gonna put it on the internet?
If he's being serenaded and is being recorded, we're kind of like talking about the same scenario. I know
But
you and I don't agree with this,
yeah,
and
no,
that's
I don't
fine.
agree. I feel
You know,
like I've not to say that women are and men are different, but like we are. I feel women are emotional creatures,
oh, definitely,
very emotional. Not to say men don't have emotions, but they can go get a lap dance and then go home to their wife and not think twice. A woman, on the other hand, is some type of emotional something,
totally,
and
totally
it's
emotional.
so I feel like it is different, and men know that, and that's probably why he was so hot. Okay, because I
Yeah.
don't think it was just her outfit; it was the way Usher was looking at her, all up on her, and all.
Oh yeah, it was. She could have had a pair of,
It was
she could have had on a pair of jeans and it would have been the same reaction. It was Usher. And the way he was looking at her, and then when she did that turn and he had to glance that them butt cheeks, he was like, whoa, let me go grab this
not
again. I mean, it was just
not
it
butt
was a moment.
cheeks.
Them butt
Oh,
cheeks, honey. He looked at that butt cheeks and said, ooh, ooh, ooh. But she's proud. Let's
yeah.
read some of the comments and hear what
Okay.
some of
Yes, we
our
got to hear from you guys.
co-hosts
Okay.
have to say.
All right. Yes, our co-hosts. You guys are our co-hosts. Okay. So let me go.
Jasmine.
Okay. I didn't see her comments, but yes, Kiki was bothered, and so was I. The way she dressed wasn't outrageous, a little sexy, yes, but she just had a baby and probably is at the point where she has her confidence back. She's a new mom and probably doesn't get out much. His comments were uncalled for. He felt threatened by the attention she was getting. I can understand wanting your spouse to present a type of way, but she's an adult in her own accord, and the dress wasn't trashy. Look at her personally.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's
she's
not a
not a
trashy
trashy
person.
girl, you know. Yeah.
She's not a
So
trashy
yeah,
person. That's a good comment, dear Jasmine.
it
She's definitely
is great.
not a trashy person.
Yes, look at her
Now, if it
resume.
was
Okay,
somebody, now let me ask you this: if that would have been Little Kim being, or Cardi B married, who's married? Somebody that's
Cardi
married.
B's married.
Okay, would we be reacting the same way?
I
I
think
don't think so.
well no because Cardi B presents herself in a different way than Kiki Palmer.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, um, it's just Kiki Palmer is an entertainer within herself, but she's not. She ain't on that wave of no Cardi B, no Nicki Minaj. They always got their butt out.
Right.
So
You
no.
read Jasmine's comment.
He wanted to be serenaded by Usher too. Bottom line.
That's
Oh
a
Lord,
problem.
that is a problem. Linda said she wasn't butt naked.
No,
No,
she
I
wasn't.
didn't say she was butt naked.
Yeah, she wasn't butt naked.
No,
She
she
but her
wasn't butt
cheeks was
naked.
butt naked. It was
Yeah, her
nothing
cheeks
covering
was
that.
out.
Yeah.
Women should be entitled to wear whatever they wish. It is sexist to say what a woman. It is sexist to say what a woman can and can't wear. It should be that woman's preference. A confident man
Yes.
will feel insecure about what his
Woman.
woman wears. And let's be honest, some women would wear different things if their bodies allowed.
You know it, child. You let my body get snatched. Girl, you go like
So you gonna be out
grandmother.
here with your cheeks out,
Cheeks out. Girl, you ain't you are come on,
Brianna?
Shakira. Must you really ask that question?
I don't even know why I even asked.
I'm
Um,
telling you, honey, look, I only live once and I want to live it up. So, and
um,
people gonna talk no matter if you have on a long dress, they're gonna say, oh, look at that long dress you got on,
not
looking
as
like a
no,
old
no, not as
grandmother.
much, not as much when your cheeks is out. Okay,
But
give
at
you a
least I'll
prime
be feeling
example.
good. I think
If
dress to
Lizzo, if
feel
Lizzo
good.
would have
Dress
went
to
to
feel good.
if Lizzo would have went to that basketball concert with her cheeks covered, people would have not said anything. But she went out there with both her cheeks out. So I don't know. There is a difference, okay? There's a
But
difference.
she's single.
Is she? Yeah, she's single.
Yeah, she's
Um,
single.
yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't know if she have a man, but I don't know whether I never heard of
Yeah,
being married.
she
She might
publicly
be
is
in a
not
relationship.
attached to anybody that I know of. Brianna said, when I was younger, I would wear it all, but now I'm all about comfort.
Okay, yes. But when you're
Yeah.
going out to party with your girls, you're going out to party and you're getting ready to go to an Usher concert, or for me, a Maxwell concert.
Oh
What?
Lord.
Oh, come on.
Usher, Sarah, Linda said Usher serenaded Patti LaBelle the same way. Oh, the same night. I
The
hope he
same
wasn't
night?
looking. Was he looking at her cheeks too?
But
Oh
Patty didn't dress like that because that's not
no, of
Patty's
course
style.
not. No. So
She's very classy.
I hope it wasn't as because when I looked at it, I said, Lord, no old cougar comments were made.
Yeah,
No,
because
of course
her
not.
outfit was not
Yeah,
probably,
no,
outrageous. And
no,
I
she
don't know
had
whether
the
Patty
cheeks
is,
out.
I think she's in a relationship, but I don't know whether she's married. I don't know for sure. I'm
I
just
don't think she's
alleging.
married.
Yeah.
I don't. Who's name? Okay, so Jasmine says she had a crush on Usher since she was a teenager.
Yep.
Let the woman live a little. She just wanted to enjoy a night out. Sheesh. Tables turn on him though because Black Twitter tore him up. They sure did.
They tore him a new butt.
Rip him to pieces.
But
Okay.
imagine if he wouldn't have did that and she got home to him, boy, it would have been on and popping. But he messed it up. I'm just saying.
Women. Brianna said women go for the successful desired men. Men get insecure with a successful desired woman.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
understand that. Because if
That
she
is
was just, some Joe Smo that, like if she was depending on him, he wouldn't probably care that her cheeks was out. Because you
no.
need me. Because she don't need him in that magnitude of stability or anything like that. So he probably is just like, oh Lord, what's going on here?
Right, right. Crazy, crazy.
Very much crazy.
I have another one. I want another gem I want to share with you. You can go to Money Lion. That's Money Lion. You go to www.moneylion.com to get
Mm-hmm.
up to $1,000 without a credit check. Other
Yes.
rules do apply. Other rules do apply, and they do have a membership, which you can apply. And they report to all three credit bureaus as well. So it's like a 2 for 1. It's
Mm-hmm.
a 2 for 1. I also want to share with you. I know some people were calling, asking me, did I know of anyone who were giving um, that were giving same day loans.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to share that with you. See that at the bottom, the same day loans, which is One Main Financial, Marina Financial,
Mm-hmm.
Avant, and Camino Financial.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the companies that would give you same day
Same day.
loans. You can reach out to them before 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can go
Mm-hmm.
get your check the same day. You can
Yes.
reach them all online.
Mm-hmm.
This was a fantastic segment. I'm hoping
Yes.
everybody enjoyed
Yes.
the stuff that we had. I also I want to share one more with you all. I want to share one more with you all. There is a class action lawsuit. Many of you may not know. Um, A&W Root Beer has a
Uh-oh.
class action lawsuit. Okay,
What happened with
A&W,
them?
something about their vanilla, something about the flavor, or something that was the ingredients that was put into the actual soda. So yeah, A&W Root Beer, they have a class action lawsuit. I'm going to put the links to the class action lawsuits in our Facebook, on also on our Instagram pages, so that you can be able to click them. You can also Google A&W class action lawsuit as well.
Yes.
The other lawsuit, we'll talk about this a little bit more, but I just want to touch bases. For those of you who know someone who's been a veteran, if a person's been a veteran and been affected medically, there is a class action lawsuit that is going on right now. And I will
Mhm.
also post that on our social media Mama Said It pages, okay,
Mhm.
so that you can be able to take advantage of the class action lawsuits. There's a lot of class action lawsuits that are going on. People are getting paid thousands and thousands of dollars. So when I post class action lawsuits, some of them you would need a receipt.
Mhm.
The A&W class action lawsuit, you do not need a receipt, okay,
Okay.
in order to benefit. Some you would need a receipt. Other class action lawsuits that we post, you do not need a receipt, but we will let you know either way. Thank you so much for joining Mama
Yes.
Said It today. Oh my goodness, I
Yes.
enjoyed this segment, and I
I
hope all of
did.
you all enjoyed the segment as well. We
Yes.
really thank you so much. I just want to make sure that we did not miss anyone. I think did Sade, did we get her last one?
Yes, we did.
Okay, we did get that one,
Mom
and we
Jasmine said, "Great show, ladies. Can't wait for next week." Yes,
awesome. Yeah, we have so much for next week. One of the
we
things my
do.
daughter, I'm gonna say this, and this is, my daughter's like, Mom, please don't put sex on it for every show.
Please, please, okay, please, okay,
I won't do that. I
please. I
won't.
would appreciate
But
it.
every chance I get, I'll talk about God and church and religion, and there's so much to talk about, that
It
we
is
can
a
share
lot
with
to
one
talk
another.
about. That's why I just feel that SEX shouldn't have to be every topic. I mean, not every topic, but every show. We can sprinkle it in. Um, but yes,
Love you guys. Love you too, Sade. Thank you so
yes,
much for joining. And we're gonna sound off right now. Y'all make sure y'all have a phenomenal week coming up. May God
yes,
be with you in everything that you do, and may He protect you and your family.
yes.
And we love you.
We love you so much. Thank you. See y'all
Yes.
next week.
See you next week.
All
See ya.
right.
Bye bye.
Bye.